Hello everybody. Using IBM Cognos Analytics, in this video I will demonstrate how to combine different tables together using join and union. As you can see, there's 4 data is uploaded. The first data is called store sales current, and there is about 20 columns. This data shows all the information about the store sales. The column contains important business metrics such as sales, quantity, discounts, and profits. As you can see, it also contains the location of the store sales. It holds information about the customer, its product, and the order date. The second data is called store sales history, which also contains the exact same number of column and data types as the first table. Everything is identical except the calendar shows for history, and when performing a union, it's important to keep in mind the number of records for each table. And the third table is called store sales return. It has 5 columns, all of them which are attributes. It's important to note that this data also shares similar information as the other 2 tables, which is the order ID. And this simple relation can be used to combine these columns. And finally, the last data is called store sales people, which contains the sales manager of the stores in different regions. It's important to understand that we cannot combine attributes from different datas nor matrix as long as we don't perform join and union first. Now, how do we start? Since store sales current and history contains the same data types and the same number of columns, we can use a union to combine all the rows. And this is why I mentioned earlier that it's important to keep in mind the number of rows for each table for validation. In store sales current, there is 5,893 rows, while in store sales history there is about 4,093 rows. Which as a result, we should expect to have 9,986 rows in the newly created table. So you get to see that in a second. But first, how do we create a union? We click a 3 ellipses on the store sales current. We select create new table, and inside the selected tables we select for history, and then we can click on create a union of tables. We click next. You can label it as whatever you want. I'm just going to label it as store sales current union. Alright, let's click finish. Now let's run this report. We want to see if the total number of rows matches the expected one. So now we can drag the entire table into the list, and then we can drag the row number onto the list. We can go on page preview. We can click bottom to see there's how many rows, and voila, we have 9,986 rows. So this clearly shows you that union was indeed successful. And now how can we combine the sales return data with the one that we just created, which is store sales current union? It's the same process. We click the 3 ellipses. We click on we select create new table. We select the tables that we want to make joins with, which is store sales return. We click on create a join view. We click next. And now the goal is to find the same column on both table and match it together, which is order ID. And now another thing that's really important is now if we select the inner join, you will only show products that does have a return in store sales, which isn't what you want. Left join is the best option because it brings all data from the first union and matches it with data found in sales return. So therefore, if product does not have a return, the product is still going to show, but it will be written null on sales return. And this is what we want essentially. So we're gonna select left outer join. We can click next. We didn't actually create a match with match selected column. Create next. Now let's see what the data look like. And there you go. Success. Click finish. All right. Now I'm going to hide these data. Finally, now the last join that we're going to do is with salespeople data. So again, the same process. We're going to hide this as well. So now we're going to click on the three ellipses. We're going to create a new table. Inside the selected table, we're going to select store salespeople data. We're going to click on create or join view. Now again, same idea. We're going to match the selected column, which is region. And we're going to change the relationship type from inner join to left outer join. Perfect. We're going to click next. And now you can label it as whatever you want, but I'm just going to label it store sales union complete. You click finish. I'm going to hide this data, this one as well. And there you go. And lastly, you can also reorganize your data by creating like multiple folders such as matrix, IDs, location. We're going to do this in the next video. And finally, this is how you perform a join and union using multiple datas. On the next video, I will also demonstrate how to add relative filters and relative metrics. Thank you very much.